The Q1000 is an all-new 2K Quad HD Dashcam from Thinkware that's supposed to pack quite a punch in terms of features for those of you in the market for a dashcam. But with a starting price of $329 for the single channel model here that I have in my hands, and up to $429 for the dual channel model, which includes a rear dashcam, financially that is a large pill for some of us to swallow. After having their solid F200 Pro model in my cars for the past couple of years, Thinkware sent me out the new Q1000 to test. In this video, I'm going to break down their new product offering in terms of its features and its performance, and I'm gonna tell you honestly if I think it's worth it. If you decide that you want this dash cam after watching my video, please check the links in the description and the code that will get you 5% off this dash cam right here. With that being said, let's dive into the video. So let's get started with the unboxing of the dash cam. Alright, so here we are. We have the Q1000 Dashcam itself here. As you can see, it's a pretty large dash cam. It has a really flat design. So here is the piece that you'll use to stick to your windshield. It has a 3M glue on the bottom here. I'm sure this goes right to the bottom of the dash cam. Some extra glue stickers, I'm sure. When you're installing these dash cams, you cannot have enough of these, honestly. And some heat blocking film. Did not have this when I had the F200 Pro. Here is the power cable that you may have to use if you decide not to hardwire your dash cam. This goes right into a cigarette lighter outlet and plugs right into the dash cam. Now the downside about this is you can't use the parking mode if you have to use this. Here is the SD card that they included here. This is a 32 gigabyte. Now when you order the dash cam, you can actually opt for a larger one, or you could just honestly buy your own dash cam, but they include an adapter so you can plug it into the SD card slot of your computer, so that's pretty neat. So here is the dash cam. Let's talk a little bit about the features that the Q1000 has, right? So first and foremost, I'll say that overall it feels pretty good in the hand. I mean, it's made out of plastic, so this isn't an iPhone, but it feels like it's pretty solid. So up front here we have the lens. It is a 2K QHD 30 frames per second Sony Starvis IMX335. As we'll see out later in the car, this should produce some pretty good video quality, both in the day and the night. It has a 156 degree wide angle lens, so you shouldn't miss much when you're out there on the road. And as I was saying earlier, it should make for good night footage, and that's also partly due to the fact it has the super night vision 3.0 technology that should really sharpen any nighttime photos. Now what's cool is this unit also has Bluetooth 5.1 for pairing to your phone so that you can see the latest videos, and you also can adjust settings with the dash cam. You also have a 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz dual band Wi-Fi pairing for very quick wireless file transfer, which is pretty neat. What's also cool is with the Q1000, you can also start using the new Thinkware connected app. And with that app, you can get notifications basically over the air using cloud technology. So you can get things such as strong impact notification with video, backup and SMS alerts, remote live view of the dash cam. You can do remote updates. You can get an image of your most recent parking spot. Now note, this does require an in-car Wi-Fi connection, and the thing is you can't use a paired cell phone as the mobile hotspot, and that means a paired cell phone to the actual dash cam. A little bit stinky, but if you have another device that you can use, it works well. This dash cam also has built-in GPS, so that will give you speed, time, and route information. Apparently we can also get red light and speed trap notifications. And what's really cool for you guys who drive older cars or cars that may not be up to date, it has some driver assistance features such as lane keep assist, front vehicle departures, which I'm not exactly sure what that does, and forward collision alert. And this is all because this dash cam has a GPS module inside of it. So that's pretty neat. Overall, this is a pretty good looking dash cam. You have a few buttons here on the top. You don't have a display. You know, I can't complain too much about it. Let's go on ahead and take this thing out to the car and get it installed and see how it performs. So I have the Thinkware Q1000 installed in the car now, and it was overall a pretty straightforward installation for myself, partly because I cheated. I already had their OBD2 power cable installed in my BMW M3 when I had my F200 Pro dash cam here, and since it was already wired, all I had to do was plug it right into the dash cam and I had power. But if you don't have their OBD2 cord, or you're doing this for the first time, I highly recommend that you get some help with it. You watch a video on it, but basically what you want to do is use the included cigarette light cable that they provide. Plug it into your cigarette lighter and you can plug it right into the dash cam, and that should give you power. Now the bad side about that is you will not be able to access any of the parking surveillance features, which I really do enjoy when I leave my car, especially in a busy city like Boston. You need stuff like that. But if you're just trying to get this quickly installed, the cigarette lighter is fine. Then also there is the hard wiring method. My kit did not include the hard wire. You may have to special request that when you order your Thinkware Dashcam. I would only recommend you do the hard wire if A, you know exactly what you're doing when it comes to electricity in your car, or B, you have a professional installer to do it for you. And then with the hard wire, you can make use of the parking surveillance features like with the OBD2 cord. So the second part of installing the dash cam that's always tough is basically getting it mounted in the right place. And I spent some time here just kind of putting the dash cam in the right orientation. I highly recommend that you do your power first, so that you can connect your phone to the dash cam and be able to have a live remote view. That's this Thinkware Dashcam offers that. And so they'll give you lines to show you basically how to get the dash cam set up, and you can center it properly and get everything, you know, the way you want it, right? One thing to note about this dash cam is when they provide it to you, the camera is basically straight. Now this dash cam is like a very weird angle, so when you put it on your windshield, the camera's gonna be pointing down in your live remote, and I couldn't figure out for a second how that was supposed to happen. Now you should note that the front camera lens actually moves up and down depending on the degree orientation of your windshield. So make sure that you adjust that. It's not broken, you just have to get that sorted out correctly. Once I had it in the car, I drove around town for a little while. One thing to note when you're driving around town is the Thinkware dash cams do have varying levels of sensitivity for bumps and things like that. If you drive a car that is stiffer like mine, you will notice that the dash cam will beep at you during certain times, and it's really frustrating sometimes. So you have to adjust the sensitivity in the settings. I also had some of their driver assistance capabilities enabled, and I didn't really notice any of them really kicking. I had the lane departure assist on, and I also had the forward collision alert on, and I didn't really experience anything with that. I don't know if I didn't configure it correctly or what, but it was not working. And I mean, for me personally, my car has those features already, so I don't really fit that demographic of it. If you can get them to work, I'm sure they'll be incredibly beneficial to you. That was a part of like the GPS that's included with it and everything else. And the GPS overall was cool. You know, you can see the speed that your car is going. They were also supposed to give you like hazard and speed trap information. I didn't get any of that. I didn't get to drive it around super long, but overall I would say that the dash cam experience was pretty normal, not much different from my F200 Pro. One last thing I'll mention is the Thinkware connected dash cam app. I unfortunately could not get it to work properly on my phone. I tried registering with my with the barcode that was on my box, and I could not get it to work. I'm super bummed about that because I really wanted to test out some of their cloud features, but maybe I'll have to make a follow-up video on that, displaying all their cloud features working properly. I mean, I know that the Q1000 is new to the market, so there may be some kinks that they're still trying to work out, so we'll have to bear with. So after spending a day with the Thinkware Q1000, here's the verdict. Honestly, I think that the Thinkware Q1000 is a great dash cam. It offers very solid video quality both during the day and at night. It has a pretty seamless experience in terms of connecting to your phone. Long list of features that I think will be very useful depending on who you are and what kind of car you drive. However, there are some quirks with it that make some of these pros tough. For example, I could not get the Thinkware connected app to register my dash cam. I'm hoping that I can get that resolved and show you guys in a later video. Also, while it is a seamless experience to connect, the app that you use for Thinkware itself can sometimes be hard to use. It's hard to find the files. Say you're looking for a file after you've gotten into an accident, it can be hard to find files. You have to search through the list of files that they provide quite a bit. The app definitely could use some help in some modernization, but while it is a little bit more mature, it is still it still gets done everything that you need it to get done. And there's also some quirks with it. For example, if you have wireless Apple CarPlay in your car, you will experience some issues with trying to connect to the dash cam. Also, some people do not like the voice of the Thinkware dash. Sometimes intrusive. It's always beeping if you hit a bump in your car. Like I said, if you had stiffer suspension in your car like I do. Overall, if you're looking for a pretty high quality dash cam at a higher price range that's going to give you a little bit more than a cheaper offerings, I think the Q1000 is a great choice. If you stayed in this video so far, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see my review on the F200 Pro that I did a year or so ago, go out and check this video right here. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.